So a few things. First off, I do know I'm late on this. I'm late to the party on this trailer, but I literally forgot this existed. I saw it when it dropped, and then I forgot about it. I was like, I should do a reaction to that, a reaction review, trailer review for this. And I literally forgot it came out until like a few days ago or a week ago when Jay Longbow did a video on it. And I was like, oh yeah, that was a thing. That movie had just went right out of my fucking head after a week after seeing it. And it's been two. I think it's been 2 months since it dropped. Well, but here we are now. I'm going to talk about this trailer. I learned some interesting things as well about one of the actors, one of the main actors as well, which is why I'm titling this video "The Movie Role That Taryn Manning Was Born to Play." So here we are, finally, after 2 months of just forgetting about this, and then finally getting around to making this. The trailer for the movie, I swear this has to be a fucking parody. Or some sort of self-aware parody. But here it is. Karen. Every time I think of BET, I think of that fucking Boondocks episode with Martin Luther King.
Black entertainment television is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life.
Coke Daniels. I can't tell if his parents were a fan of Coca-Cola products or they just had a really bad drug habit.
I guess this is a long way from East Point.
Baby, you just gotta give it a chance.
Jay Longbow made a good point about this. Can black people get like other scary things? You know, white people get fucking zombies and vampires, werewolves, and all sorts of ghosts, goblins, all sorts of crazy shit. Fucking even Hispanics, man, they get fucking demon nuns. Was that La Llorona? Was that a demon? Was that a demon nun or something? I forgot. They got demon ghosts and shit. Fucking and Asians, they got all sorts of crazy horror shit. I mean, probably some of the scariest shit I've seen in a long time. Like, wow, y'all guys got horror locked down because some of this shit's pretty terrifying. But what do black people get? I don't know. Slavery, racism, cops. Cops are scary. And granted, they've done this in horror before. I mean, one of the things that comes to mind right out the gate is Tales from the Hood. There was like 2, maybe 3 stories about some sort of, like about terrible, shitty cops. One was about a racist guy living in a home on a plantation or some shit, being attacked by puppets. But like, that wasn't, as far as black horror goes, that wasn't all we had back then. Even Leprechaun in the Hood was not like this. You know, Leprechaun in the Hood was like, yeah, it was just a leprechaun in the hood. That's it. It wasn't about leprechauns being racist. It wasn't about leprechauns being like siding with the police and shit. It was just a leprechaun terrorizing and killing black folk, and black people had to fight to survive, and a lot of cross dressing in that movie, if I'm not mistaken. I was like, that's a little too. Not too much, but it's just that there was always one character who was, I think, a cross-dresser at one point. And then the film ended with two of the characters having to cross-dress to defeat the love. I was like, okay, that's a thing. Just don't tell Tariq Nasheed about it. He'll have some words. But yeah, like back then, black horror had even, what was it? It was a clown movie. I forgot the name of the fucking character, but it was a clown movie where some guy, I remember one of the scenes that Mr. Gigi talked about it, where they shot at him, he spit the bullets out at the people who shot him, and he goes,
"Now that's how you bust caps, motherfucker."
I love that shit. But it wasn't all about racism and cops and whites and fucking slavery and all this shit. Now Get Out, ever since Get Out, that's all we get now. That's all we get. The one black horror film that wasn't that in the last 5 years was Us. And that movie was shit. Now, but besides that, we had Get Out was the start. It was the Iron Man of this. Then we had fucking Lovecraft Country. We had Antebellum. I don't know if anyone remembers that fucking movie. There was some other shit too. There was like a short film that someone stole and turned into a black horror movie about this Groundhog's Day-esque thing where a guy gets killed by the same cop every day for like the rest of his life or some shit. I don't fucking remember. Then his Candyman's gonna be starting to go into that. It's like all black horror is now is just slavery, cops, whites, and racism, and it's just like, can we please stop? Can we please stop doing that shit? Fuck. It's just like, it's irritating now. It's like, all right, it's enough. All right, come on, stop. I blame Jordan Peele for this shit too. I mean, well, no, that's not fair because Jordan Peele just did it. Everyone else just copying him at this point.
Tell me about your new neighbors.
They're black.
I guess you can say they're uppity. I think I made that joke in the Batwoman trailer here. At least with the Batwoman trailer, I was like joking about that. Like Alice, as far as I remember that from all the reactions I saw to that show, she hasn't been racist in the second season. So like, I was just a stupid joke I made. Here it seems like no, you'd say that as a joke, but we're going diving nose first into that shit. This character is going to be 100.
Do you mind keeping it down? If you don't comply, I'll tell the manager.
To reiterate what Jay Longbone was saying, I feel like these people, like she said, like I don't think these people know what a Karen really is or what they really like. Because Karens are not this subdued. They're very loud and obnoxious cunts. Like if look at any Karen compilation, they're very loud, very rude, very fucking they say some of the dumbest shit imaginable. I mean, I'll give it a little shout out right now. You can go to August the Duck's channel. August the Duck does a lot of videos on Karens. And watch every one of those videos and tell me if this movie is accurately portraying what they want to be portrayed as a Karen. Like it's not accurate at all. It's like this woman's like very quiet and you need to comply. Yeah. I think you need to comply. I'm like, I'm sorry. She sounds like she wants to slit one of their throats with a butter knife. Just at random. It's like, they're not like that. Not at all. I feel like Darman, who I will be covering eventually, Darman and all these other channels that are spin-offs or rip-offs of him, like, they have a better understanding of what a Karen is. Even if it is over the top, like in a lot of, like most cases with Darman and Samir Bobnani and all these other people, they can be over the top a lot of the time, but they do have a better understanding of what a Karen is. The Karens on their videos are very loud and obnoxious or very cunty, and it's like, yeah, that's kind of what they are. But this one's like, yeah, I think you guys need to be quiet a little. You guys are pulling on the chains a little too hard here, okay? Getting a little uppity, okay? that's not a Karen. That's just a condescending white chick.
Somebody's taking home security serious.
Hi, I am Karen Drexler. I'm your neighbor. You need to be taking your trash cans off the curb right when the trash is picked up.
I've said this before in comments and other like posts and stuff, but people like Coke Daniels, even though he doesn't have like a total grasp of the Karen, or at least doesn't accurately portray a Karen very well. But him and Darman and all these other life lesson channels and stuff, they have this subtlety of like a hydrogen bomb going off in a library. They all do the same shit where the person they want to portray as a Karen literally is named Karen. I'm just like, guys, come on, stop it. You need to stop. Then there's the camera thing. Like, oh, somebody's taking security seriously. It's like, yeah, black folk living in the neighborhood gotta protect your property. I refuse to believe this is the first group of black people that lived in this neighborhood with this woman. Come on, really? This was the first and only time she's lived around black people in this part of the neighborhood. Come on. And then the whole thing with the garbage, I think was funny. It's like, I just thought of something too. Like, the friend asked her, what do you think of the new neighbors? And she goes, they're black. I wanted the friend to just go, okay, what about it? I said, I don't know. their dark skin just bothers me. And the friend goes, okay, I gotta go. Look at the times. Wow. I don't know. This movie just lacks the subtlety. All that subtlety, all the subtlety of a Darman video is just that fucking funny to me.
Is she nice?
Yeah, she's nice.
Wait a minute. We have a white entitled neighbor named Karen.
Karen.
So, judging from that scene alone, I'm assuming in this world, Karens are an actual thing. So, the fact that, because I'm going based on the fact of the way she said that name, like, wait, we have a white entitled neighbor named Karen? Like saying, oh, wait, so this person's literally a Karen named Karen. So, I guess they're acknowledging this, but it's just kind of like, I still think you could have just went with something else. I don't know if what you were going for with this, but oh boy, this is not. This is going to be either really funny or really cringe or both. It can be both. It's not going to be good. We all know this, right? We're all aware this is going to be total trash, but this is going to be really funny or just real shit. I don't know. I don't know where I fall in line with this shit. I just also love that little like, I didn't even notice it too until Jay Longbone pointed it out. But that little stinger when she when they open the door and it's just Karen at the door. It's like this. I don't know if this movie's trying to be funny or if it's trying to be like it's like satire. I don't know. I don't know what this movie's doing, but it's fucking hysterical, whatever it's doing.
Okay, enjoy yourself.
There she is, slaving away in the kitchen.
Oh boy. Right? Trying to lay it on Vic there, aren't you? Aren't you, Coke? Laying it on Vic. This bitch is a racist. This is a thunder cunt. Look at this little pickaninny going on in the kitchen here. Oh my goodness. What kind of food is your little jigaboo mind concocting today? Oh my God almighty. This fucking trailer is just not. Oh, this better be good. It's not going to be, but I mean, I want it to be ironic. I want to see this shit like 3 times. I don't want to come away with this going, okay. I want to watch this shit like 3 consecutive times and enjoy every second of it. Okay? This shit is too fucking funny. It's you slaving away in the kitchen. I guess, yeah, just on its own, it's not quite racist, I guess. But, but you can tell that's what they were going for. It is fucking beautiful.
I've come across some very suspecting teenagers.
Suspecting?
Please don't get that woman's forehead any closer to the camera, please. Here's a few fun. By the way, first of all, she looks like Dylan Harper. If you've ever seen her on the Hub or whatever, that's what she looks like to me, anyway. But the other thing is, here's a few fun facts. Number 1, I did work at an airport in between 2010 and 2012, 2013, and I was working in a restaurant within that airport. And Taryn Manning, who is the actress that plays Karen here, was one of the people who came in as a guest, as a JetBlue of all places, because that's all she could afford to get nowadays. But now, my meanness towards this woman will make sense in a second. But so she was there, and a friend of mine who was a chef, or not a chef, it was a cook, chef, whatever. He was a chef to us, even though they wouldn't pay him. But he was just at the time a cook, line cook, or whatever. And a friend of mine though said she has a Cro-Magnon forehead, and I just look. I'm like, yeah, her forehead. She got a lot of forehead.
You ain't got a 4-head, you got a 5-head.
Really?
Really?
You think so?
I bet when you have dreams, you don't have dreams, you have movies.
she put Susie Lou to shame. Susie Lou's like, oh God, bloody hell, your forehead's bigger than mine. Fucking hell. But here's a few things I learned about Taryn Manning, and this is why I'm so mean to this woman. Because apparently Taryn Manning, as the title describes, again, as the title describes, this is the movie role she was born to play. Because Taryn Manning apparently is a bit of a cunt. So I'm gonna read this straight from Wikipedia. Her legal and personal issues. And oh boy, is this person, how is this person still working? I said that as I immediately thought of Amber Heard. That's why she's still working, because Hollywood gives passes to women who do terrible shit for some reason. To certain groups of people. If they, let's say, do something really shitty or say something really like Gina Carano and Megan Fox made references to Hitler and Jews, so they are obviously going to get blacklisted. But because guess who runs Hollywood? But like Taryn Manning and Amber Heard didn't do that. They just abused their boyfriends, and in Taryn Manning's case, or their girlfriends. By the way, she says she's not gay, even though she's dated mostly women. I'm like, So here, in fact, yeah, let me read it right here. She says, in 2017, Manning stated she prefers men, doesn't identify as gay despite her history of dating women. She prefers men, but she's dated only women.
And I got news for you. That means you're gay.
All right, so on October 12th, 2012, that was actually around the time she came to the airport where I was working. Manning was arrested for assaulting her personal assistant and makeup artist, Holly Hartman. Hartman, who resided in Manning's apartment at the time, declined to prosecute. Manning's lawyer cited Hartman as saying that she and Manning loved each other and wanted the ordeal to be over. The ordeal to be over. Holy fuck. In November 2012, Manning accepted a plea bargain of 1 day of community service and good behavior for 6 months after which the case would be closed. Wow, lucky her. She treated her assistant like shit, potential lover like shit, and then she got a slap on her wrist for some 1 day of community service. I'm sure that must have been hard for her. In November 2014, I think this is where from this point forward, this is where it gets real. In November 2014, Manning was arrested for violating a restraining order and making criminal threats against girlfriend Janine Heller. In 2015, Manning accused Heller of harassment. Heller was sentenced to 4 months in jail for violating the conditions of her plea bargain. Prior to their relationship souring, Heller and Manning lived together at Heller's New York residence. In 2016, it was found that Manning had fabricated contact violations, and as a result, Heller had been falsely arrested and imprisoned via forced plea deal. As of 2020, Heller is not taking legal action against Manning or the Manhattan DA. She damn sure should, because she was thrown in jail for false accusations. And this is why people say, no, believe victims, believe women, this, that. I don't believe any of that except the fucking evidence, the facts and evidence to come with it. Because you got dickheads like this, and it's like, well, you'd rather side they make it seem like it's an evil deal, where it's like, you either side with the victims or you side with the person accused. It's like, no, I can side with neither and see what evidence comes out against these people. Because you get shit like this, and now someone's in jail for 4 months for something that they didn't even fucking do. And Taryn Manning got no fucking consequences for that shit. She got nothing for what she did to this person. She fucking essentially got a person thrown in jail for lying about her. Like, how does this woman still have work? How does no one like look at this and go, yeah, she's a cunt. Stop hiring this person, please. Joss Whedon has been blacklisted for the shit he was doing, and I don't know if it's better or worse. I would say worse, because he was kind of a dick to people on set. I don't know. He was so bad that he wasn't even allowed around Michelle Trachtenberg when she was younger. Like, she wasn't allowed around. He wasn't allowed in a room alone with her. I was like, wow, imagine being so fucking terrible that you're not allowed around a minor by yourself. Like, that's a little strange, my guy. You might want to. Oh, wow. But yeah, this person's a fucking cunt on wheels. 2016, Manning was again accused of attacking girlfriend Holly Ann Hartman. I guess that's Holly Hartman again. Hartman sought a domestic restraining order against Manning, but was denied due to let me say that again. Jurisdictional issues. The attack was one of several that Hartman claimed to have suffered, with most recent alleged abuse occurring in late 2015 at Manning's Manhattan apartment. Manning's lawyer stated that the application for a restraining order was preceded by stalking and theft charges filed against Hartman, and was it was intended as a distraction from those charges. Okay. Don't you just love lawyers? In 2016, Manning filed a lawsuit against the state of New York claiming she was falsely arrested in 2014. A Manhattan judge dismissed the case, stating Manning's claims lacked merit and no such violation occurred. It was further revealed Manning had fabricated allegations of stalking and subsequent claims of contact violations against her former roommate and girlfriend. I'm assuming this is talking about the other person, Heller, that she had falsely got arrested. And there's some more shit going on. In 2019, she claimed she was epically hacked and the victim of cyber criminals and cyberbullying after making several disturbing Instagram posts that included disparaging remarks against the cast of Orange is the New Black. I did not actually know she was on the show. It was later confirmed that Manning authored the posts, not cyber criminals, and no epic hack had occurred. So she's also a piece of shit to her own castmates, not on top of being a piece of shit to her lovers. That's great. Manning has alcohol abuse disorder. I call that alcoholism, but that's just me. In 2016, Orange is the New Black producers threatened to remove Manning from the show and required her to enter a drug rehabilitation facility for treatment after her alcohol abuse began to interfere with production of the series. Manning defying production orders, refused treatment, and left the rehab after one day. So she's not only a fucking junk, she's not only a fucking alcoholic, essentially. I mean, they say alcohol abuse disorder. She's a fucking alcoholic. She's not only alcoholic, she's also a kind of a piece of shit on top of all of that. So Taryn Manning is just overall a fucking horrible person who gets people, who's abusive, gets people locked up for false accusations. She's essentially a dollar store Amber Heard, essentially. That's all she is. A dollar store Amber Heard who abuses people and gets people a lot fucked up in some false accusations, and then gets away scot-free and still has work in Hollywood. And it's like, even the Amber Heard thing still blows my fucking mind, to the point where I am convinced that Amber Heard is sucking the dick of the fucking producers of Aquaman 2. How am I convinced of this? The fact that one of the producers literally said they wouldn't fire her in order to not give in to fan pressure, as they say. Oh, we won't give in to fan pressure. Fan pressure? We're not pressuring you to get rid of her for some arbitrary bullshit. This isn't like that fucking, the Council of Jeremy's, Geeks and Gamers, The Quartering, or whoever else, where it's like, oh my god, Brie Larson sneezed the wrong way, she should be fucking removed from Marvel, lol. No, this is someone who fucking actively abused their lover. 2 of them confirmed, in fact. Maybe even more, I'm not even sure. I know she abused Johnny Depp, and then also another girlfriend came out and said, yeah, she abused me too. And she's a fucking terrible person. And you're acting like we're fucking just bitching about, you're treating us like this is a Brie Larson situation. No, she's a piece of shit. And on top of that, the fucking charities, that little charity scam bullshit she did, like fan pressure. Let's see how you keep that energy when that fucking movie tanks, which I am almost certain it will tank, because there are people who are not playing that bullshit. If that movie tanks, you better not blame the isms and phobics. You better not blame toxic fandom bullshit. Okay, fuck you. There's no toxic fandom. This isn't no fan pressure. This isn't no sexism. This is just your inability and your refusal to do the right thing and just recast this person. I don't know what it is about Warner Brothers, and this is why I'm convinced that if Gina Carano didn't make references to the Holocaust, she would be on The Mandalorian season 3 right now. And what she, anything she did or said isn't half as bad as Amber Heard did or said. I mean, last I checked, all she did was say words that people got offended by. She didn't fucking scam. She wasn't scamming charities and abusing her lovers. Last I checked. Like, fuck. She did way worse, and she got... Toronto did less terrible things than Amber Heard, and she got fired. This one still did worse and is still on the job. I know it's two different companies, but, like, there's got to be something where you go, you know what, that maybe we should just gotta cut her loose. Bring in Emily Carter like everyone's been asking. You know? It's about fan pressure. It ain't fan pressure. It's your inability to listen to the fan base who is telling you the right thing. And now, when your movie flops, don't blame the isms and phobics, because guess what? No one's gonna listen. I'm not listening to that shit. Anyway, oh yeah, we're back to this Karen trailer. I had totally forgot the trailer existed until I looked at my phone. I was like, oh yeah, there's a Karen trailer. But yeah, Taryn Manning's a terrible person, so that's why I said this role's made for her. She's made. Karens are fucking generally terrible people who just, you see it all the time on YouTube. Again, check out August the Duck. He has a whole playlist full of Karens. I don't know if he has a playlist, but he has a whole stack of videos about Karens. And they're usually just shitty people. So yeah, of course, Taryn Manning was perfect to play this character.
Can you please hurry up? Please, they're very aggressive, yep.
So this is obviously referencing the Christian Cooper thing, which, you know, that one Karen, wasn't it Amy Cooper? That's why I thought they were a husband and wife or related in some way, because they both had the same last name. I was like, what are the fucking odds of that? Where she's like, oh my God, it's getting a crash down. Also, someone else did this. Chet Goldstein, if you remember the EDP sting operation, Chet Goldstein did the same thing where the guy is calling his friend to be like, pick him up from jail or something. Yo, man, I'm going to jail, man. You pick me up. And then Chet Goldstein's like, oh, he's getting backup. He's getting friends. Hurry up. I'm like, wow. You did the Karen thing, you asshole. I mean, and like Critical said when he covered it, yeah, there's no heroes in that situation, and he's not wrong. I mean, the only good guy in that situation really is CC Unit, because he actually, it seemed like he gave a shit about what he was doing, whereas Chet Goldstein was literally there just to make money, to the point where I'll get into that. I'll talk about that. No, okay, I might as well talk about it now. I might as well talk about it a little bit now, because I'm not going to do a whole video on it because it's been far too long since then. But yeah, Chet Goldstein basically held off on releasing the video and kept it private and then released it publicly until he got monetization. And so the guy was just all in it for the money. Like fucking hell. There's no heroes. No good guys. EDP's a piece of shit. Chet Goldstein's a piece of shit. CC Unit was just the third wheel there. In this, he was just the meat in this shit sandwich. Like, Jesus Christ. But yeah, people out there, don't do this. don't make something seem worse than it is just to make the police do worse shit than necessary.
I left my wallet with my ID at home. Leave us alone. We didn't do anything.
How the heck did you end up moving to this neighborhood?
Not sure how wise that is when you have cameras set up in your own home, but whatever.
Next thing you know, we have criminals.
Then they'll break their chains and then they'll leave the plantation, and we don't want that. Everyone in that table's like, I'm sorry, Karen, you kind of got off track there. What's going on? This movie's laying it on thick, man.
You take care of him, and I will take care of her.
Would you mind stepping out of the car?
My office has uncovered some disturbing information on her and her brother.
And her brother's a cop who... Oh, boy. Again, we only get white people, racism, slavery, and cops. Shit, man. I think the last horror movie that wasn't... Actually, no, even that was kind of about racism in a way. Fucking the Purge, first Purge, or whatever the fuck it was called. Even that kind of had some things of not subtle. It wasn't very subtle at all, actually, but it had some things about. It's like, can we just get a horror movie that doesn't involve any of that shit? Like the last, I don't think it was last black horror movie I remember not dealing with any of that shit was Leprechaun in the Hood. I didn't, and by the way, I did not know there was Leprechaun in the Hood 2 until like a couple years ago. I've yet to see it, but I highly doubt it's changed that drastically to include racism. Ah, yes, I am happy to get me goal too, as I chase after this jigaboo. Like, whoa, what the fuck? It's all racist all of a sudden. Like, I doubt it went that direction. The first one didn't, last I checked. Then again, it's been a long time since I saw that one. I didn't see that one since it was on VHS. Fuck. But I doubt it's changed like that badly to include racism and slavery and all this other shit.
She doesn't like black people.
We have a search warrant.
Well, I'm black.
I know, she doesn't like you either.
Yes, that means she doesn't like you too. That's like that shit in, was it Endgame? No, it was Infinity War.
You understand, boy? You're about to take the full force of a star. It'll kill you.
Only if I die.
Yes, that's what killing you means.
That's how I feel. Like, yeah, that's exactly what she doesn't like you either. And what's with these close-ups? Like, can you get the fuck out of my face, bitch? I'm about to hit you with a left hook. Get the fuck out of my face.
I want to sell the house.
What I do? You can't tell me, huh?
We are
Confederate branded liquid soap. I was not prepared for that when I first saw this trailer. But the South shall rise again. We will make the South rise again. And we'll be quite immaculate while we do it. What the fuck is this trailer? And people have been trying to struggle between whether or not this is a parody or this is like a legit, like an ironic horror, or this is sort of self-aware, like kind of sort of like Get Out. It was kind of a comedy as well. It was like a little bit of humor in there. That like, oh, they're just taking the piss out of like these out of horror movies or something. I don't know. I don't know anymore. Like, I would love to talk to Coke Daniels about this and be like, is this legitimately horror, or are you just like, or is this like supposed to be some sort of little gag? Come on, you can tell me, man. This shit is too much. Oh boy, they just when I said they were laying it on thick, I was just, I don't think I'm even scratching the surface on how far they just. In fact, this trailer might not be scratching the surface. This might get way crazier when the movie comes out.
We are living next door to a racist.
You went in her house?
You wouldn't want your wife to know our little secret, right?
Now, J. Bones said, speculated, or assumed like maybe this. Are they actually assuming or insinuating that she actually fucked the husband? Now, I think that was probably referencing him breaking into her house. I'm hoping that was the case. I highly doubt they're going to pull that angle in this movie. I don't think they're going to go with the... At best, I assume she's going to try to drug and rape him or something. And that's going to... And she's going to make it look like they were fucking or something. But instead... she's going to drug and rape him, and they're going to make it like, oh, we were making sweet love. I was making sweet love to your Negro manservant. Like some shit like that. I'm assuming that's where this is going. Otherwise, I have no fucking clue. I mean, maybe J. Lumbote is right about that, and they are going that direction. Like, why? Oh, I don't know what the hell's gonna happen, but I hope to God this is a wild, wild ride. Whatever's gonna happen, I hope it's a wild ride. Not to mention that, by the way, I just realized he broke into her house, so like, I mean, you kinda, if you get arrested for that, you kinda deserve that. Like, why would you break into this person's house? Because she's racist. Like, I mean, sure, she's racist, but like, you broke into her house, dude. And I know Twitter will be like, I'm messing with these cupboards because I'm I'm like very, I'm very anxious and excited to see this movie. I'm messing with the cupboards. Um, I don't know where this is gonna go or how this is gonna turn out. I have a feeling we're only seeing the best parts of the movie, the parts of the movie that's like, oh my god, this is amazing. Like I feel like we're getting those, like the Confederate soap, the all the other shit. But I don't know. We'll see. I just hope. I'm hoping for one hell of a fucking wild ride. And there's no release date for this movie yet, to my knowledge. Um, I'm looking forward to it. I want to see this. Give me Karen. I don't fuck all these other movies. Give me Karen.
There's not standard police procedure back there.
What do we have here?
We got a hammer. Everything looks like nails.
What does that even mean? What does that mean? That doesn't make any sense. Like, okay, I guess. I want his partner to look at him and go, right. Okay. I'm gonna go file. I'm just gonna go do my paperwork. I don't know what you. Alright.
You people are very angry.
I'm not gonna make the uppity joke again for the fucking fourth time in a row, but that if she had I really wish she had said that though, for real. You darkies are so uppity. Like, well, like what the fuck is this bitch? Oh my goodness, this movie.
Shut your mouth, boy.
Ah, the oldest trick in the book. Boy. You like me calling you boy? Like, I mean, obviously they can't use the N-word because this is broadcast television. But like, also that guy slamming the glass and scaring the woman in that shot. Like, oh, I can't wait for the cat and mouse games in this movie. I really can't. See the black woman with a gun, the Karen with the gun. Is this gonna end like what was that movie with Beyonce and chick from Heroes, Ali Larder? Is it gonna end like that, where she's gonna have this knockdown, drag out brawl in the house and beat the shit out of each other? I forgot the name of the movie though. I think Idris Elba was in that one, and it made me realize, oh my god, Idris Elba has been in shit for a very long time, because I think that movie was in 2007 or 8. I will look it up while I talk about it. But yeah, is it going to be like that, where they're all going to be like in home having this amazing fight? It was actually 2009. I was off by like a few years. But yeah, it's going to have this crazy ass like brawl, and it's going to end with them hunting each other through the house with guns. Is it gonna end like one of those horror movie like tropes where she shoots where we think the Karen is dead, but she's actually alive in a new neighborhood causing trouble for more black people? Like, I can't wait. I can't wait for this.
Bad things happen to people that don't comply.
The sad thing about the trailer, by the way, is like it legit reminds me of like a parody, like some sort of like one of those trailers you'd see at the beginning of Tropic Thunder or something, like one of those fake trailers. Somewhere between like the what was it called, the Fatties or something, and that one that Robert Downey Jr. did with Tobey Maguire. Oh my god! And I was like. Which was so wild, by the way, which was so fucking wild at the time, because I was like, oh my god, it's Iron Man and Spider-Man together. Holy shit. It's really crazy. But, yeah, it reminds me of one of those fake trailers of... In fact, there is a parody trailer of Karen's. It was a trailer called Karen on YouTube, but it was made as like a kind of a horror movie parody of this Karen that keeps following people and asking for managers and shit. And it's really funny. And I was sitting there thinking to myself, like, I even wrote a comment in that video. I was like, you need to sue somebody. I feel like they ripped off your idea. They took your idea and actually, and it also reminds me of that rumor that I heard about Alien Resurrection, where apparently Alien Resurrection was just a joke made by Joss Whedon. That's the whole plot line of cloning Ellen Ripley and all this other shit that happened in the movie. It was all supposed to be like a parody, or supposed to be a joke. Like, how wouldn't it be so funny if we just made a fourth Alien movie and we clone Ellen Ripley? That'd be crazy, right? And then Fox took that and then made it unironically and made the fourth Alien film. That's what this movie is. It's like they saw that guy make a parody Taryn horror trailer, comedy trailer on YouTube and said, what if we took that and we made it into an actual horror movie of some sort of psychological horror film or thriller or something? And it's like, yeah, I guess you could do that, but there's a reason why it was made as a joke, because it sounds stupid. So of course it's gonna be a joke. Oof, toofa. This is gonna be legendary, or it could be very disappointing. I should hype this up too much, but my only takeaway from this is this trailer looks like shit unironically. Ironically, this could be one of the funniest fucking trailers I've seen in a long time, because of just how baffling it is that this actually got made. I'm so baffled that it got made. Like, what the fuck is this? And Taryn Manning's kind of a cunt. Like, I can't believe she's still getting work after all the bullshit she's pulled on her lovers or ex-lovers or her workers and stuff. Like, this is crazy. Her co-workers. She's kind of a piece of shit. So, yeah. I got nothing. I don't know. I'm kind of like stunned by it. I'm still kind of shell-shocked by this trailer. I'm just like, I can't believe this exists. But I'm glad. I'm so happy it does. I will when it comes out eventually. Actually, while I'm sitting here talking, let me find out about this movie, because I haven't seen anything resembling a release date for this movie. So I don't know when it's coming out, if at all, if it's ever coming out. I think maybe the negative reaction to the trailer might have put people off, and they might have said like, "Oh, maybe we shouldn't release this now." I was like, you might as well just put it out now on TV. You might as well get it over with. Oh boy, I just come on, BET, you cowards, put it out. Put this piece of shit out so we could just. Taryn Manning's one of the producers of this movie, by the way. I'm looking up. Oh boy, she must be fun to work with. Anyway, I'm done. I'm finally glad I got back to this trailer, because I really, really am looking forward to the stupidity and the hilarity of this fucking Karen movie. The fact that there's the stinger, the title card at the end, is like trying to make it seem like this really like creepy horror movie. It's just the chef kiss, the cherry on top of this fucking sundae of madness and just mayhem and hilarity. I can't wait. Whenever they get a release date out finally, I'm pretty sure they probably they're holding back so they don't, because they heard all the negative reaction to it. But I can't wait. I want to see this. This better be funny. I want to see how funny this is. This could either be The Room, where it's like, oh, it's so bad it's funny, or it could be something like, I don't know, fucking Batman v Superman or Man of Steel, where it's like the most boring piece of shit ever, and I'm just sitting here just bored to tears, with occasional bits of, oh, that's nice, and then that's it. But I look forward to the new Karen trailer. The Karens is coming for us all.